Hi. So we're gonna do a tiny little glimpse into my life, and I'm gonna tell you something that I'm pretty sure a lot of doctors can talk about and probably agree with. Mental health and your sleep probably go hand in hand. So I was unaware of how mentally upset I have been and how stressed I have been until I have gone over 24 hours without sleep. And that also doesn't matter because my sleep meds no longer work apparently, which sucks. Because then, without my sleep meds properly working, I am sleeping throughout most of the main day, which is what I'm probably gonna end up doing today because at some point I will fucking crash. Yeah. um, I look like shit, I feel like shit. That's basically how it is. Gonna say a small little story. My family's moving out of the house that I'm currently in sometime this year. I don't have a job. I'm not on disability. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. So at 6 fucking o'clock in the morning, I was sobbing and having a mental freaking breakdown. And I decided, hey, I'm gonna try and see if I can have a friend pick my service dog prospect, aka a friend that actually has a fully trained service dog themselves, who they themselves trained, was going to help me pick my next prospect, so then I'd have a good chance. Because I realized that I pushed my old dogs too fast, and I also didn't pick good prospects. Now, Now, I'm going to be seeing a new doctor dream within the next few weeks, and I'm going to straight up tell him, because I'm about done did and fucking through with all these fucking shenanigans, and I'm going to straight up say, no, this is the problem. You're going to fucking get me all the fucking tests possible that could be related to this issue, please. I need this done. I need to figure out what the fuck is wrong with me. I also need help from my doctors because I can't do this shit myself. I need help filling out my paperwork for disability because I have tried for over a year to get a job. But because of my panic disorder, I am unable to work. My last job can very much so attest to that. I feel like I'm forcing my eyes open. I am really tired. I am. But I have shit to do, technically. I have... Technically, I'm working tonight. I am watching one of my mom's friend's kids. That's the only income I have right now. And that's not even there all the time. I get lucky when I babysit, technically. So I applied for food stamps because I don't officially babysit for her. It's not like a legitimate job. So I can afford food, and then I can use the cash that I make to actually, like, I don't know, put money aside for the shit. Because right now, all my money fucking goes to food. And it sucks. Adulting sucks. And I've been talking to my friends, and I'm not gonna lie, I will not come straight out and say, hey, can I move in with you? I want to say that to two of my friends, but I'm not going to. Because one, I have not known these, mainly it's because I have not known these people for very long, and I feel like it would be better for me to wait, maybe get to know them a little bit and have them. I've actually 100% reached out toward those people and been like, hey, do you have ideas? Basically, I vented to them about me not being able to get a dog for my service dog. And the fucking thing that's the craziest thing is, I swear I might have found a really good prospect today. And I might not have access to that dog in a month, because I have to wait at least a month probably for a dog. But my grandfather's like, no dogs, because we're selling the house in a couple months. And I'm like, well, first of all, you do happen to realize you have a disabled child in the house. What the fuck are you thinking is gonna happen to her? It went off on my grandmother, saying I'm gonna fucking die on the side of the road. That was part of my mental breakdown, though. And my grandmother was very much so aware. So, my grandma was literally the only fucking person to understand. She legitimately said once my brother and his girlfriend and their dog move out, I could possibly get my own dog to start training. My grandfather, on the other hand, says no. Big N-O. And I'm like, seriously? I mean, I can train my own dog. I just need to have help. And I will have the help of multiple friends. And the biggest thing that I need help with is if somebody can pick out my fucking prospect for me, then that very much so increases my chance. Because my problem is, I have a big heart and I want every single dog. I can't think, oh, well, this dog is good. Because, yes, the dog is food motivated, but oh no, I don't know how to check to make sure this and this and this is covered. And then also I ended up, again, my biggest problem was I ended up pushing those dogs too fast. And they ended up snapping from pressure. But one of those dogs I didn't realize was female dog aggressive only. I didn't realize that until I met my friends. And my friends didn't even tell me. And I didn't find out until I got my next prospect. So, it is currently 10:18 a.m. I have not slept in over 24 hours now. I'm hoping that my protein shake that I have and my ramen with beef, because that is what I have for food currently, is ramen. It's better than nothing. And hopefully the fact of putting food in my stomach will hopefully tire me out more and help me sleep. Now, that is not a way that I would suggest to get sleep, but I'm already super tired, but I'm also hungry, because I also haven't eaten in 24 hours. So, I don't usually normally eat. I don't normally get hungry unless I do things like completely skip meals for 24 hours. Actually, no. Technically, it was 23 hours, because an hour from now is when I made... No. 21 hours, because around 1 o'clock yesterday, I made a homemade pizza. So, but still, I did not eat. I don't fucking eat. That's one of my biggest problems. I need structure in every single way, shape, and form. Now, a service dog, me training them definitely also, like, makes me have some sort of structure. But not only that, but the dog will be trained to be able to help pick up things off the floor. It'll be trained to get me out of panic attacks. That's the biggest thing that service dog is going to help me do. Is going to help me avoid panic attacks and figure them and get them to stop either before they start or get them to stop quicker. And then maybe, just maybe, I can fucking work. I'm fairly certain that the reason why nobody has accepted me for a job is because besides my last job in January of last year, where my panic disorder was very much so a problem, the job before then was Walmart, and I have been blacklisted from them because of the whole harassment at work deal that the management wouldn't handle. So, because I'm blacklisted from there, and my only other work experience that is longer than a month was when I was 15, I don't have a good work history. That still does not stop me from applying. I have Indeed on my phone, and I apply. I used to apply every day, but I make sure I apply to at least 3 or 4 jobs a week. So that way I'm not overloading any places, and it also gives me chances for new jobs to open, because on Indeed I get new jobs weekly, and I usually get emails saying, oh, this like singularly job things. I get emails about that too. So I don't have a job. I don't really have a sense of income, and it's not for lack of trying. It's just because I have very, very shit luck. So, either one, I gotta find me a man who's completely okay with me living with him for a little bit while I try and get up on my feet. Not gonna actually get a guy just to do that. No, if I need somebody to help me get up on my feet, I'm gonna stay with a friend. I'm pretty sure someone wants a friend somewhere. I have a friend in Montana that's talking about moving, and when they move, coming to kidnap me, and I 100% said yes, please. Because that person's also disabled, and they also need a service dog themselves. So I'm like, oh, well, that would work out perfectly, because I get housing, and we'd be living together as friends, which is awesome. And on top of that, I know how to train service dogs. So we'd be able to get 2 rescues or 2 pups, and I'd be able to train them for us. Now, fully knowing that it takes 2 years to train a service dog, I'm aware of this. But, legally, a service dog is a dog that can reliably task on its own without having to be, given a command to do that task. So basically, while I train a service dog, it will be known fully as a service dog the moment it knows its first task and can complete that task on its own, almost 100%. Now, me, myself, and I would not want to fully take that dog out until they knew at least 3 or 4 tasks. I would start with the main focused ones, focusing off of my PTSD and panic. Well, PTSD is my panic disorder. But I would mainly be focusing on that first, because it is one of the easiest things for me to train, because it's the thing I have most practice in training. So, and not only that, but I would also be reaching out to my friend whose dog is fully trained now. She is training for other people, paid, and I 100% need to learn how to train my dog myself. So when it comes to mobility tasks besides retrieval and button pressing, I would probably be turning to my friend saying, hey, how would you train this? So, or I would just ask other people in the community. But the problem is the service dog community fucking sucks. 100%. Because they like to do these things called shitless people, just because their dog's not fucking perfect. Well, here's a newsflash to any fucking person in the service dog community who may recognize me. Yes, I have made mistakes. I have made plenty of mistakes when training, and I realize mistakes I've made now. But if you did not fully come off as attacking me in every way, shape, or form, anytime I reached out saying, hey, my dog is not doing this the way I think they should, how can I get this the way it should be? Yeah, I got shortlisted for everything. I got blamed for everything. But guess what? Dogs are not fucking machines, bitches. Sorry, I have a lot of salt and fucking hate toward a lot of people. Because there was a situation where one person did shitlist me for something that technically, at the time, at first, was completely okay with, because I didn't realize that I was stressing out my dog too much or something. I don't know why. But my last service dog in training snapped at another dog. I immediately washed her. But I was very emotional about the fact that I had to just wash 2 dogs in a row when I was very confident about the dog that I just had. So I was not in a good mentality when, yes, someone made it public that happened, and I was not upset with the original person who called that out. What I was upset about was the fact that the group admins could very much so see that it was turning not into a, hey, this happened, but oh, we figured it out, it's all okay. Like, what originally it was a call out on me for what happened, but through talking a little bit more, they were able to be like, okay, well, the dog is washed now, so there's nothing to worry about. The whole point of what these shit lists and call-outs are supposed to be are for people to warn other handlers about, hey, this handler had this happen, I would watch out for them. Now, when the thing that should happen is if, oh, this handler actually went and fixed this, such as they washed the dog because they realized they shouldn't have the dog after this happened, or things like that. A lot of people shit-listed me because I had a 5-year-old dog that I was training, but it worked. That dog was actually really fucking smart. I didn't know that she was aggressive toward female dogs until I started working with female dogs. So, and again, I actually know I didn't really realize that she was aggressive toward female dogs. Most of us didn't realize it until after the fact. But we're humans, we make mistakes. They're dogs, they make mistakes. You don't have to expect them to be perfect. But at the same time, you have to work on training them to be as close to perfect as possible, so then you yourself are safe. So, I'm just trying to cover our bases. I think this probably just went completely off topic to whatever this originally was about. But I'm gonna eat and probably pass out. So, juice.